So hey guys, on today's tutorial we'll be looking at how to use the Binance Crypto Loans. If you want to use the Binance Crypto Loans while using the mobile version, you want to switch over from the light version to the pro version. So we're currently on the light version, the Binance app. All you need to do is to switch over to the pro version. So we're going to switch over to the pro version now. So on today's tutorial, you'll be learning how to use the crypto loans as well as some of the newest features that are there and some of the basic reasons why people do use crypto loans. So guys, we just switched successfully to the Binance Pro version. So on the Binance Pro version, there are lots of features here. So you want to take note of the features that are on display on the dashboard. So I'm going to click on OK. So you can find more options here in this area, and you can also, Binance is giving the opportunity for users to customize how their dashboard is arranged. So there on the more option, there's an option there where you can customize or edit some features. So for starters, you want to make sure that your account is funded for you to be able to access the Binance crypto loans. Crypto loans are just like loans, or just like in the traditional system. These are facilities in which you do not owe. They leave you. Whenever you collect a crypto loan, you become indebted to the amount of loan facility that you've collected. So a loan is just like a process in which an individual goes out to seek for to plea for funds that they want to use for a particular project or whatsoever. So you can see users usually go after these crypto loans for several purposes. On the Binance system, in the traditional way, we know an individual could borrow a loan in order to pay for school fees, in order to go for their master's program, in order to push through with a particular project. To start a business, people do seek for loan facilities, and most of these at times they do require collateral. And in order to pay for health issues, some people might decide to look for facilities and go over to banks and other institutions that do offer these services. But here on the Binance app, you can access for these facilities. All you need to do is to make sure you have a Binance account that has been verified, and once you're done completing your KYC, you can now go over to you also want to make sure that your account is funded. Funding your account, it means that that is what you'll be using as collateral. So a crypto loan always needs a collateral, or a loan in general needs a individual to have a collateral. In this case, you do not need a guarantor as with other finances or other institutions. There's no need for guarantors. So this is a very easy process. It's automated and very fast. So all you need to do once your account is funded, you want to go over to the more option to push through. You can also check out your wallet. So we just clicked on the wallet. You can see some of the values we have here have been ending. You said your pool wallet has been merged into one fund. That's for starters. So we do have some amount of crypto here on our spot wallet. So basically, one of the reasons why people do push through with these and transactions for crypto loans is the fact that they might have a particular asset they don't want to part away with. So since they want to hold this asset for a long period of time, they will tend to, and if an urgent emergency or they have urgent needs for funds, or like in cash, they want to make withdrawals or want to use a particular amount of money for a short period of time, and they will pay back in the nearest future. A Binance user can decide to hold Bitcoin for a long period of time, and while holding Bitcoin for a long period of time, they can go over to the Binance Crypto Loan portal page where they can borrow some amount of USDT or borrow some amount of BUSD or whichever token they need. If the user wants to withdraw this as cash, they can go over to borrow these stable coins or any other crypto and go to the Binance P2P section to sell these tokens and use the cash. So Binance gives you the opportunity to do this. And also there's also staking options and also other activities and airdrops that usually go on the Binance platform that users will want to participate in, or a user also would want to trade futures or trade sports trading, and also would need some amount of capital or some amount of funds, and they can also go over to the Binance P2P. I can go over to the Binance Crypto Loans to make interest for these particular loans. So we're now going to check what we have. I think we have some assets in our account. All you need to do, go over to the more option. Once you click over to the more option, if you're on the web version, you want to take note that you need to see the crypto loan section while using the finance button on the drop down menu. Just click on finance. The drop down menu will pop up for you to see crypto loans. So here on the mobile app, you just need to click on the crypto loans. It's going to take you to the loans portal. So the crypto loans, you can borrow for spot margin, futures trading, or staking to earn high APY. So APY stands for annual percentage yield. So this is your dashboard on the crypto loans page. So you can borrow loans for a long period of time, and also you can repay at any time. Interest is calculated hourly, and no transactions fees. So this is one of the good things that these crypto loans are in favor compared to traditional loans. There are no transaction fees, can borrow at any time, and usually very swift. So let's say you want to borrow at a very odd hour, a sleeping hour. You can borrow at night, and so. But for traditional means, you need to call the people. Banks do not work all the time, except maybe you want to use the bank mobile app. But there are some limitations that are there. So you need to know that the Binance offers for FAQs. Binance offers uh, this as a feature to all users, and there's some FAQs we will be looking at. So right here, the Binance now has the collateral assets that can now be used for staking at the same time. So this is a feature allows users to stake their collateral. So if you have a collateral, you can convert your collateral to a staking option, or you can use a collateral that has been staked to borrow a particular facility. Now, staking helps people in earning extra or passive income online. So, for a list of staked tokens that can be used as collateral, you see we have Cake, CTSI, DOT, KSM, MDX token, Near token, and Solana. So these are the tokens that are currently allowed now. With time, Binance will be adding more of these tokens that can be staked for assets. So to narrow down your search, you can also click on Show My Assets, and Binance will show you a list of assets that you have on your account. So on this our account, we currently have BNB, although we have some other assets on our funding wallet as well as in our N wallet. So you need to understand that you need to transfer them to your spot wallet so that they can reflect here for you to use. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to untick this button. If you untick it, it will show you a list of all the tokens that are available on the Binance Crypto Loans page. So you need to navigate through, but for a faster experience or a better experience, you can just narrow down the search and you're good to go. So what we're going to do now, since it shows that we just only have BNB here in our account, let's say we want to, on default, it's going to be on BUSD. We want to borrow some amount of BUSD. Let's say we want to borrow 100 BUSD. We want to borrow amount of 100 BUSD. For the minimum, each of these required tokens, they have a minimum amount that you can trade. So take note, Binance, it says that you only have 0.0144 BNB. So I won't be able to purchase this BNB. I won't be able to borrow this BNB because I need a collateral that is at least of this value. So the Binance crypto loan is made in a way that your collateral needs to be 65% of what you're borrowing. your loan you're borrowing will be given to you at a 65% loan to value ratio, which is called the LTV. Now, the LTV is the value of your loan to the value of your collateral. So the price used is index price. Different collateral coins have different initial LTVs, which means that you can use different coins as collateral of the same value. The loan you make is of a different value too. So you want to understand this basic concept that if you have 100 BUSD and you want to collect a loan character on the Binance platform, 65% of the 100 BUSD is what will be given to you as your collateral, or will be given to you as your loan facility. So that would be about 65 BUSD out of the 100 BUSD you have. So this is just some of the safety measures being used at Binance. So in a traditional way, a user could decide to use their land or properties in order to borrow money to push through with a particular project. So this is basically how to go about it. So ongoing orders is where you see a list of orders that are currently ongoing on the Binance crypto loans. You see you can manage your assets here, or list of orders. You can also pay your orders using these ongoing orders. So these are all you need to do. Then this is the debt and the collateral. Currently, we do not have any debt or any collateral, so you want to take note of this feature. Then you also want to check the mon loan data to see more on these assets. So what we're going to do now for the loan term, say you can the interest penalty for early repayment, there's no interest penalty, so you can pay early, unlike other institutions or traditional methods which could give you a penalty for paying early. Although paying early will still be cheaper, but there is a penalty to it. But Binance does not do this. So the loan term is usually from 7 to 180 days. That is how it is scheduled on the Binance platform. Now, this interest rate is calculated on an hourly basis, where less than an hour is also regarded as an hour. So if you collect a loan and you want to pay within the next 30 minutes, you can do that using these procedures. So guys, for a bonus tip, if you hold an asset like Bitcoin or any token or Ethereum, and there is a project on the Binance platform that you feel you can benefit from, because there are lots of activities that usually go on. Maybe they need a particular user to participate in an amount of trade. So all you can do, if you do not want to convert your asset directly to this token, you can go over to the Binance crypto loan and collect a crypto loan and participate in this activity. Once you're done participating, you can go over here and repay your facility. Well, you need to take note that it could be more beneficial for you, and as such, you could uh, settle your needs at the moment. It is meant to settle your needs at the moment. So we're now going to go over and look for a collateral that we can use from our list of collaterals here. We're going to go over and go to the end section to see if we can reduce some assets that we currently have here. So the end section is where we have some assets. We're going to click on a brand new wallet. So if you have some amount of N tokens in your wallet, you want to go over here and choose which one you want to use for this particular project. So we're going to wait a little bit to analyze. Okay, let's say we want to use some amount of BNB or whichever token. Okay, since we have some amount of BNB, I want to click on the BNB, or want to use let's say what should we be using here. These are just easiest processes for you to make your decisions. So we're going to click on let's say, okay, we have some amount of that here. Then we have for BNB, this is what we have for BNB. So we're going to redeem this. You're going to redeem this. All you need to do is to try and convert it back to your wallet. Once you convert it back to your wallet, it will be there for you to use. You can also go over here. I think we have some amount of BTC. Want to redeem it, max redeem, go over here. So the goal here is for you to redeem this. Goal here is for you to redeem this in order for you to be able to collect your loan facility. So since we want to borrow some amount of BUSD, you can see I'm going to open this up so you can see what we have here. So we have some amount of BTC. I think total worth is about $138. So we're going to look at what we can do here. BNB, we're going to convert our BTC to BNB. Then also we're going to go over, I think we will need some amount of crypto. So if you want to take a BUSD loan for mind you, you need 65% of $100. So you need to have at least $165 dollars or 150 something dollars, so you can be able to collect this facility. So let's say we're going to choose what let's redeem some portion of this. So you can choose to redeem some portion of these. It should be about $20. So we're going to click on OK. Go over to the wallet section. So in the wallet section, we should be able to see total net worth. Okay, we now have about $190 worth of this token. So first of all we need to do is we can decide to convert this token and use Mana for this procedure. I think that's what we can do. Or we can decide to use BNB. So okay, let's use Mana for this transaction, or we can use a BUSD. So we're going to look for BUSD. So you want to take note that these projects are done so that users can be able to purchase whichever crypto asset they want. So we're going to say BNB BTC. So for BNB BTC, we want to convert our BTC to this or whichever token we want to convert it to, or we can convert it directly to what we have here. Let's see if we can convert directly. Okay, Mana and BTC as well as Mana and BNB. Okay, it accepts direct conversion. So all is going to happen, we're going to use the market limit order here. We want to sell our BTC. Okay, we want to buy Mana. So we're using all what we have here to convert it to Mana. So we just did that. And next on the list, we're going to go over here, BNB. Okay, for Mana and BNB. So we're currently live on the spot wallet, so you can easily do this if you have tokens that that you can convert to easily. So we're going to click on all. Since we want to buy this, click on all. So all live here now, you can see we have, let's see how much amount. So we now have about $184 worth of Mana token, and you can see the rest what we have here. So what we can now do is to go over to the Binance Crypto Loan, click on it, the more option. So when you click on the more option, so you need to take note that initially when we tried searching for our assets, we were showed only BNB, which meant that we had only BNB available in our sports wallet. So we're going to try and redo that here to see what we have. And also you want to take note that we do not have the BUSD we have in our wallet. Okay, let's show you guys the BUSD. BUSD we have in our wallet. We only have about $4 worth of BUSD. So if you want to go up on a trade on Binance, let's say you want to trade for spot trading, BUSD or BTC, you want to take note that we have just 4.35 BUSD. So for a scenario where a user would want to trade, you want to take note of this fact that the crypto loan, once you are able to push through with a crypto loan successfully, uh, the amount deducted from your collateral or your collateral, as your collateral is being deducted, the amount that you borrowed will be sent simultaneously to your spot wallet, so you can go over to access it as soon as possible. So guys, I'm going to click on this now. It's going to show you a list of assets, but to narrow it down a little bit, all you need to do is to click on show my assets. So when you click on show my assets, it's going to show you a list of assets that you currently own. So you can see we have BNB, BTC, and Mana. So we're going to click on Mana since that's what we want to use. And it says here the limit we can use is from 100 BUSD to that's the limit we can borrow. So we're going to click on borrow 100 BUSD. So to borrow 100 BUSD, we will be using 64.20455 as collateral. So you can check the equivalent of that. I think Mana is currently trading at about 2 point something dollars or $3 or so. I think it's trading at some amount. I think 1 point something dollars or so. So you want to take note of this figure. So all you need to do, this is the interest or the repayment you would be paying. The hourly interest, you'll be paying 100.21 uh, $21. So if we want to take 150 BUSD, let's see if we have Mana token, we'll be able to accept up to standard collateral for that. Let's see. So repayment amount, okay, it says for 150 we will pay 100. Repayment amount will be 150.315, but we currently do not have enough Mana tokens to standards to use as collateral. So you want to make sure you have enough as collateral for you to access this feature. So next on the list, we're going to push through with this order. We're going to click on you want to take note that the initial LTV is 60%. Okay, yeah, the margin call 75%, liquidation is 3%. So you click on start borrowing. Once you click on start borrowing, so collateral will transferred from your spot wallet directly. So you see the loan amount, loan term, 7 days, hourly interest, total interest amount. So the total interest amount for the 7 days duration, this is what we'll pay. So if you want to check for a cheaper one to see if it's cheaper, 14 days. For 14 days, we will be paying back $100.42. So the longer it is, the higher the interest rate. But since we just want to use this as a demo, we want to just use this for starters. So for 180 days, it still applies to the same. So it's meant to expire by March, first week of March. So click on confirm. Once you click on confirm, it's going to show you it's going to tell you if your order has gone through successfully. Okay, it now says loan success, ongoing orders. So you can see we currently have ongoing orders. So all you need to do now, you can view more, hourly interest, this and all. You can decide to adjust LTV. Adjusting LTV is a process for in which the particular token that you've used for let's click on it. In a situation whereby your collateral has appreciated in value or depreciated in value, you can decide to add more collateral or to remove more collateral. So if the amount of SAT token or Mana token that we used in our procedure on in this LTV is majorly for assets that have a depreciating or a appreciating value. So if the asset you use as collateral is not a stable coin, there is bound to be an increase or a decrease in the value of that token. So the level of increase could lead to a margin call in which Binance will notify you, which is from 75%. But if it gets to a liquidation call, Binance will have to liquidate your collateral in order to repay your loan so that the loan does not go into a bad debt. So Binance will not want to lose any money while offering you a good services. So you can see LTV is 59%. If we do add this to it, it will now be 53.94%. But there is currently no need, as the collateral we have here can't suffice for this BUSD. So you can click on it, you can click on the repay button. You can also use the renew button if you wish to repay your loan and also want to renew the the loan period, or the loan that you've taken. You want to renew it in order for you to access more. So guys, we're going to go over to so you can take note of the liquidation price, 27.79%. Says you can pay on any. These are some key areas we will be looking at, but we'll be going back to our sports wallet. We'll be going back to our sports wallet to check what we currently have here. So you can see we currently have we had $4 worth of BUSD before, but now I have $104 worth of BUSD. So if you want to trade, you can decide to go over to the spot market if you have a trade to perform, or if you want to you can see the number of BUSD you have, or if you want to use this BUSD for whichever purposes. Let's say you want to withdraw this BUSD or partake in an activity, you can decide to transfer this BUSD directly to the P2P funding wallet and withdraw, go over to the P2P section in order for you to sell this BUSD for cash, or you can partake in any of the campaigns that are currently ongoing on the Binance platform. You can also trade with it, benefit from it as soon as possible. So we're going to go over. I believe you now understand how to apply for a loan, why people do it. People do it because of the fact that it could be more beneficial, and in a scenario where they need funds that they do not want to liquidate their particular assets. And on the Binance platform, you can collect as much crypto loans as possible so long you have enough collateral to pay for these. So we're going to go over to the others. I'm going to show you guys how to repay your loan, your crypto loan. So in order to repay your crypto loan, all you need to do is to click on the repay button. Once you click on the repay button, you will be shown the option that you can repay with your collateral. So you can decide to repay with the borrowed coin, that's you use BUSD in paying for the BUSD collected, or you want to use collateral, there's the collateral you used, your mana token. You want to use your mana token to pay for your BUSD. Now if you decide to use your mana token to pay for your BUSD, or your BTC to pay for your BUSD, it depends on the reasons why you want to do it. But what is going to happen is the fact that your BUSD that you collected will remain with you, and the remaining fraction of your collateral will be sent or credited to your spot wallet. So in this scenario, let's say we want to use it. So it said the rate is that one mana token is equals to about 2.61 BUSD. So if we are to use this to pay for collected loan, what will be returned to us will be 25.78 mana token on the Binance platform. Now we do not want to do this because we currently want to hold this token for a long period of time. So for you to repay with the borrowed coin, repaying with the borrowed coin is majorly possible if you have some amount of this BUSD in your spot wallet or in your account. So let's say you traded with this borrowed coin and you've accumulated some interest. So you want to use the borrowed coin in paying. If in a scenario where you do not have the interest, where you do not have some amount of this token, you'll be required to go over to the sports wallet to buy some amount of it, so you can use the fraction there to pay for the interest, because your total debt is a combination of both the BUSD you borrowed as well as the token. So you're going to click on it, as well as the interest and the BUSD. Once you click on it, you take note that your returned collateral amount will be your mana token. So I'm going to refresh the rate a little bit. So once I refresh the rate, you click on it and you can now click on repay, and that's how easy it is to repay your facility. I think you're currently, let's click on repay again. So I'm going to click on repay. Okay, it says refresh rate. This is supposed to show us a repay button. I think we're having some network issues. So basically, once you're done that, it's going to show you repay and you're good to go. We're going to wait a little bit. But meanwhile, we have here some FAQs which you want to check. What crypto can you use for collateral? Collateral can be used any collateral that is allowed. So you can adjust your collateral on the other page. You can always add more collateral when your LTV is lower than initial LTV. You can remove some of your collateral too. So these are some of the benefits. Say any risk when collateral is used for staking. Yes, Binance strives to offer its users only the best staking projects. So Binance does not assume liability for any losses incurred due to project on-chain contracts security issues. So if you want to use a staked collateral for in collecting a loan facility, you want to make sure that the staking you are using it for is a stable one or is a fixed one, not one that fluctuates. And you might not be able to use for some that are locked or so. But then again, it says will the profit of staking fluctuate? Say yes, the profit from staking will fluctuate and be adjusted over time. So using a staked collateral will give you access to be able to get additional passive income while your collateral works for you. So I'm going to click on max. Okay, so click meant to see a repay button. I think this should be as a result of let's say some network issues or so. But you can check for more loan data where you see a complete analysis of your loan page. You see your borrowed limits, your collateral assets, loanable assets, as well as all you need to know on the Binance platform, on the Binance Crypto Loans page. So these are some features that are here for you to use. You want to check out the price index. You also want to check out other features. So I'm going to search up for the token we used, BUSD, BUSD. So we're going to search out for BUSD and see if it shows up. It's meant to show up here for you to see. I'm going to go back a little bit. So guys, we're currently coming to the end of this tutorial. I hope you do understand the basic concept of how to go about Binance crypto loans. Crypto loans are very easy. You can get them anytime on the Binance platform. You can anytime at all you can get them, and you can repay anytime you want to repay these loan facilities on the Binance platform. Take notes. You need to once you're done, you need to click on the repay button in order for you to be able to repay the loan. So we're going to click on all. So you can see the confirm repayment is now showing. So I think it was a glitch. That was why it was not showing initially. So it said completed. So we just successfully completed our loan issues. You need to know that you can also use it to trade futures as well as margin trades. So this is it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let us know. Shubai Keys. See you in our future uploads. And yeah, also don't forget to like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. See you in our future upload. So you guys, you can now go over to your sports wallet to see what you currently have. I think this is the final step in your sports wallet. This is what we had initially, but you can now see our mana token has been returned to us. You can also see this is what we have here. You guys, thanks for watching. Peace out. And see you in a future upload. So most times, by the time you want to get back your collateral, it it must have appreciated in value, and those are some of the basics if you are using a particular token that you feel will be appreciating in value in the nearest future. So thanks guys, peace out, and see you in our future uploads. We're now going to go over and push this back to where we took it from. So we're going to send it back to where we took it from, flexible earnings. So we're going to click on this. Okay, so this is a bonus on how to leave your tokens working for you. So peace out guys.